So let's talk about a stressful situation that I am in. So my host is being kicked out of the house, which means that all of his tenants, me and Alex, are being kicked out with him. All right, so this is one of those days where I want to, like it should be the worst day ever, but it's surprisingly not. So, two things that happened really early this morning. My host knocked on my door and told me that he was being evicted from the house, which meant that all of his guests are being evicted also, so that's me. He's got 10 days to leave, and you know, super nice about it. He gave me, went on Airbnb, changed the end date of my stay so that, you know, I'll get my money back and I won't have to pay anymore, but yeah. Then, same time, I had a dental appointment for Alex this morning. So I was like, all right, well, I don't really have time to deal with Airbnb now, especially because I've got some days. So we went. Alex was telling me he's sick. But I think mentally I was not able to fully hear him. So I assumed that what he meant was he doesn't want to get braces. And because I knew today was not an actual braces day, it was just another measurement that they had to do, I kind of just forced him to go. So then he threw up at the dentist, so that was fun. Came home, now we're chill. I'm waiting on an Airbnb host to approve my request. So we're pending on getting a place. If she doesn't approve by tomorrow, there's other places. So we like I said, we've got time. There's plenty of places in Merida within my budget. So I'm not overly worried, but part of me is like, I feel like I should be complaining about it being the worst day ever. And strangely, it's just not. I know we're gonna be okay. I know that we can move to another Airbnb really quickly. So it's just not as stressful as part of me feels like it should be. So yeah, we'll be moving soon. Alex is sick, so I'm getting him some supplies. These are soups. I think this is like chicken noodles. And then that just look good. And then mommy needs some chocolate in this time of no stress. How did this happen, Alex? I was just trying to relax, and then all of a sudden, don't lick my face. It's the worst. Airbnb stress, so we're going to have pancakes for breakfast because mommy needs chocolate. Did I already have chocolate yesterday, Alex? But we're having more today. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me with all the noise. Oh my gosh. Let me wait for some of these trucks. All right, so we're at a park. Rule number one for a crisis scenario is to stay calm. So I was like, okay, we'll figure this out. So the first thing you have to do, yeah, he's fine now. The first thing you have to do, or the first thing we did, was I told him, okay, cool, it is what it is. The host needs to go on Airbnb and release us from the Airbnb so that I no longer have to make payments to him. And so I'm kind of free, if you will, financially to get another place. So he did that. So I already had a deposit down with him. In order to get that back, the email from Airbnb says it can take up to 15 days. Now, I will tell you, never in my life has a refund ever taken that long, because I've done this before, but in the back of your mind, right, you're like, they could take 15 days, so a little bit of stress, no big deal. So then I go on to look for other places to stay, and I swear, for like a 12-hour period there, places that I was interested in, and I would text them to make sure that, you know, they're okay with the dog, they're okay with the dates, yada yada. they would come back and be like, oh yeah, we're totally cool with the dog. But then they would change the dates. Like it would suddenly not be available just that first day that we needed to get in there, or the first day I requested, which to me, and maybe that's not what's happening, could be a huge coincidence, but to me that's a passive aggressive way of their not having to tell me no, but still not letting me reserve, because they're assuming that, you know, if I say I want to move in Wednesday, but they move it to where you can't move in till Thursday, they're like, so she can't come in with her little dog. So that's kind of how I viewed those particular ones. And there were only a few that I liked, if that makes sense. So anyway, eventually late last night, I found a couple places that I really wanted to go to. And so I asked them if I could stay. They said it was cool with the dog, yada yada, everything was nice. But the one I found that I liked the most, and we just got approved for it, like I just got confirmation that she accepted my request, is all the way on the other side of Merida and no pool. It is what it is. So new area that I have to learn, but the good news is we're good. So unfortunately I can't move in till Sunday night, and so we've got a few more days here at the Airbnb that we're at right now, but we officially have a place to stay, so I'm no longer kind of freaked out. So yeah, so now I can plan the rest of my week. I can plan, you know, because I was all about like, okay, when you're a single mother traveling in a foreign land, luckily the first thing I did was made friends, right? I made friends, so I knew if push came to shove, hell yeah, they were gonna let me stay at their house. They don't know that yet, but just so like you and I are clear, absolutely, if I could not find a place to stay, they would have had me knock on their door. But fortunately, the Airbnb came through. We have a few more days. I was hoping to leave, honestly, by Wednesday, which is tomorrow, because the house is already kind of uncomfortable. He's already starting to pack, and so I told him to give me at least a week to move out, just because I wasn't 100% how long it would take. So he knew it might take me a minute. He understands that Sunday night is, you know, that's when we're leaving, is Sunday/Monday. Because we don't have a lot of stuff, thank goodness, I'm predicting with 2 Ubers, Alex and I can get everything moved into the new place. So, but anyway, excited for the new place. On the flip side, I will say, everything happens for a reason. I had booked the Airbnb that I'm at right now. I was originally scheduled to stay till the end of May. And let me tell you, I did it for safety reasons. I did it for safety net reasons. I wanted a battle buddy in case something weird happened in a foreign country. But having been here for, I guess it's been not quite 2 months yet, I am so tired of living with other people. I am tired of his dog. I am tired of, like, and these are wonderful people. It's nothing personal. I'm just a huge introvert. Like, I want to have my own space. I think Alex is tired of being in such a confined space with me also. So are you ready to move? Yeah. The huge negative, the only negative right now that I see is there's no pool. But whatever. It is what it is. We'll find a pool somewhere else. There's a Hilton that has some kind of a deal, so we'll probably do that. Because Alex has been swimming every day. And we're not going to be able to swim every day if there's no pool. But anyway, I'm super glad. We have an official Airbnb we can go to on Sunday. Cannot wait to go and see it and see the neighborhood. Yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
Also, I need to eat something not sweet because I ate a huge, crazy pancake ice cream chocolate thing.
Here.
Perfect.
I'm crazy.
No, you're delicious. It's delicious.
Crazy delicious.
All right, that's the update for now. See you later. Bye. So yeah, he got rid of all his stuff, or most of his stuff. So he's still in the middle of cleaning. All of my stuff is throw away. So that's all the host stuff. Alex is taking a shower, but the other bed is gone. There's a little bed. It's hard to tell, but I packed up a decent amount. But yeah, I just left the clothes and Alex's toys for last. So 2 trips and we should be good. Yep, this is not even all of it, guys. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're gonna be in Mexico for a while, so I figured we can get some stuff. But for real, it's gonna be 3 Ubers. Okay, so the house is basically done. It's empty, as you can see, but I've got like 3 Uber trips to make this happen. Hopefully I can get a ride from a friend, we'll find out, but either way, I have a lot more stuff than I came here with, because I came here with really minimal items. So I've bought, in addition to the hammock, which is not that big of a space, but nonetheless, I have to carry it somehow. Of course, pots and pans, towels, dishes, more clothes for Alex, and just, I don't know, stuff, cleaning stuff, bathroom cleaning stuff, kitchen cleaning stuff, laundry detergent, like just stuff. So it's gonna take 3 trips. The place we're going to, fortunately, costs more than this place was, but of course we get the entire space to ourselves. It is a studio, so I don't have a yard, I don't have a pool, but it'll be small, it'll be easy to maintain. I think it'll be okay. Once I get there, of course, I've got more stuff to buy, because I'm gonna need to get a broom and other larger items that I've been borrowing from the host here to clean. I'm gonna need like pitchers to put water in, like just little things that again will add up. It's not upsetting because I know that I'm gonna be here in Mexico for at least a year, probably longer. So I don't mind accumulating as much, but it does make moving day much more of a headache. It is why the new Airbnb, I'm also gonna stay there for a decent amount of time. One of the issues with this kind of last minute having to get a new place to stay is that there were no places for this month. Like there were onesie twosies, like where I could have 1 day or 2 day, even a week. Of all of Merida, of course within my price range and all that, I found maybe 5 places that would actually work for us with, you know, more accommodating dates to where I don't have to keep moving over and over again. And of the 5, 2 of them didn't respond at all. So I have no idea if, you know, I don't know. So really only 3. Of course I got the one. It's not necessarily in an area like my dream area, but on the flip side, I get to explore a different part of Merida because of that. So, you know, pros and cons. So the cost difference doesn't bother me that much. One of the key factors in choosing this particular Airbnb was the cost, and that it was pretty cheap, because I didn't know what kind of budget to really expect in Mexico, because I didn't know what kind of lifestyle we were going to necessarily lead. I didn't know what the community was going to be like. So now that I know the cost of living, at least for what we've been doing so far, I'm much more comfortable paying a little bit more in the new location. Also, again, it's a blessing in disguise. I'm really excited about having our own place, not having to share a fridge, and I am, I don't know, enough of an introvert to where I feel awkward cooking just for my son when there's other people who are maybe hungry. I have no idea. So this way I've got less just mental stress, mental drama going on for cooking, which means I'll cook at home more hopefully and have more nutritious foods. Not that the food here is bad when we go out, but I just don't have as much control over it because of course we're going out and somebody else is cooking. So this way I can make dinner and make more foods, store more foods. Huge issue here in terms of my groceries is a lot of the fruits and veggies that I would normally keep outside of the fridge in Florida or anywhere in the US, I can't do that because the AC is, I don't know, just not as reliable, if that makes sense, as in the States. So the kitchen is always hot, like the pantry is always hot, which means that all of my produce spoils in like 24 hours. Really annoying. The only thing so far that I seem to be okay with keeping out are potatoes, so I'm grateful for that. And obviously I can have my pantry items out. But it'll be nice to have my own fridge so that I can use the entire thing for the produce that I need to feel like I can cook what I want to cook when I want to cook it and not have to make so many trips to the store. Okay, so this is the truck that I ended up using. Obviously the bed's not mine, but all of the rest of the stuff is mine. Grateful to be able to have a truck so I can make just one trip. So I paid him 400 pesos, would have cost me at least 700 if I had taken the Uber route.